Hey guys, what's up, Skits? How are you? Hope everyone is having a good evening. If it's evening for me, evening-ish for me. It's 5:30. What do we say? Do we say 5:30 in the evening? We say 5:30 in the afternoon. Hey Kat, how are you? I see our friend Nature's Dog Realm is live. She's got a fun live stream. I always enjoy when I get to hang out with her a little bit. She'll do some chess. She doesn't play chess herself, but she sets it up to do virtual chess. People playing people. My cat's here saying hi to you guys. So it's definitely 5:30 in the evening for me, as I'll be in bed within what, 2 hours ish, hopefully. I try. Hey Michael. Michael says, "Hey Yogi, how's the weather for you, Cat?" I think you might be right on that line of the winter storm warning, right? It says hi to everyone. Semper says greetings, Eric. Gets Cat and Michael. Welcome, guys. Hey, that's true. Michael says I was technically in all three chats today. That means you did the Yogi triple. Few have been brave enough to attempt a Yogi triple. Sniper has done it. Sniper and Eric Point, I think, were the originals. Jace has done it. Stuart has done it. Now Michael has done it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kat has done it before. Eventually, I will get stickers made up. I can send people for the Yogi triple. And then briefly, maybe again on Friday, I might do a live stream on my workout Friday. I miss doing the workouts. However, I am supposed to. Yeah, Michael slightly cheated, but you didn't cheat on purpose. I think to really cheat, you need to do it on purpose, and you weren't trying to be deceptive. Let's see. I think we are done for a while here. Just cold. Yeah, it's really cold here too, but it's tomorrow starts a warming trend. Although I think it's still going to be below freezing. Man, it was cold this morning. I think it was about 6 degrees when I was walking the first time. Warmed up to about 9 when I was out with Mocha walking. Misty, who is part Pomsky. Well, she's a Pomsky. She's part Husky, part Pomeranian. Does not mind the cold at all. I had a little. I showed you a picture of her before. My Schipperke. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Schipperke. They're Norwegian ship dogs, impervious to the weather. He was impervious to everything. Been a strange day, Skits. Very strange. What's going on? Oh, yeah, you mentioned. Michael says, I knew I'd be asleep, so I said hello before I fell asleep. Well, I appreciate that. Skits says, in a weird, coincidental way, Sniper Brother. Hey, Legend. Hey, Brad, how are you? All things country. What is good, Legends? It occurred to me today that we will never truly know what it smells like underwater. I have never tried. I wonder if odors penetrate water at all. Now I'm going to have to try an experiment. If you guys don't hear from me, you know the experiment did not work out very well. Skit says, what do you think about the chorus part of the song I sent you, Eric? I loved it. It was awesome. Hey, Tundra. I'm really looking forward to the whole thing. Someday, Skits, you got to outline your process, your uh, creative process that you do. to get into that writing frame of mind. So maybe Friday we're gonna have a new song from Skits Guys. Speaking of Friday, we will have a new premiere from Michael. Tandra, how are you? How's your day been, Tandra? You've been traveling, right? Michael says, Yogi, guess what? I'm officially only 8 subscribers away from the 500 subscriber count. Awesome. Hey, have you been on Mayhem and Miracles lately? Because I think I saw you over at Snipers, not Snipers, UK Medics last night. Hey, what about Michael? You ever go to James Gipe Gipe? That's actually where I met Mayhem and Miracles. Michael says, "Hey, Tandra," and he says, "Hey to Brad." Sniper says, "I bet it smells damp." I would imagine. Brad says, "Cat and Jack, things still taste like something underwater." Long day on the road. Are you back home today? Are you back home now? Or maybe I should say, is your driving done for the day? Michael says, I've been in Masters a few times. That will get you the 8 pretty quickly. And James Gipe Gipe. James was very helpful for me. It really only takes, amazingly so, a couple connections because it ripples out. You hit that critical mass. You know what I mean? Tanya says, Yogi, who, me? Yep. He said long day on the road. So I was just wondering if it's if your driving is done for the day. Michael was saying he's 8 away from hitting 500 subs. So that's why we're talking about Masha's. I've been to Masha's streams a few times. I worded that weird. I got what you were saying though. Um, Skit says hi to ATC and to Tandra. Everyone's saying hi. Oh, Skit says, what did you say about my writing process? I'm interested in it. I'm interested in what you do to get in that creative space, if anything, or you just wait, which some people do. I love talking about the creative process, talking about inspiration. I could talk about that all day long. Courting the muse. Tanya says, yes, driving over, thankfully. Good. Hope you can get some rest. I'm glad you're home safe. Michael says, Poker Rossi is another fun channel. You know what? I never see him. I'm friends with him. He is a great guy. I never see him go live. I don't know why. Let's see. Brad says, along the same lines as earlier, if we pop bubble wrap, sorry, it dropped. If we drop bubble wrap that is made in China, we can smell and breathe Chinese air. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know if I should answer that. I do know I probably will not pop bubble wrap again. Skid says I sit and meditate to music. Yep. When I started meditating, as a serious practice. For a long time, I'd meditate. I'd skip some days. I'd meditate. I'd skip some days. I did that for much of the late '80s into the earliest part of the '90s, and then I started taking it seriously. Um, my writing just began to take shape, and then I read a book, The War of Art, which is obviously a play on the art of war by Stephen Pressfield, and I read something that he said that a writer writes every day, every single day. And words on paper before I had a computer, and then it was words on a screen became my mantra. Every day I wrote something. It didn't have to be good, it didn't have to make sense to anyone but me, but it had to be words on paper or on a screen. Had to have something that showed my work. Hey Dan, how you feeling, Dan? Sorry I missed your big session, but I heard it was legendary. I heard Leo talking about it. Let's see here. Brad likes to live dangerously with the bubble wrap. Simple says Australia are selling cans of freshware to China. 60-second a can. I kid you not. Wow. Well, good for Australia for making a profit. Skid says specifically hip hop instrumentals like the ones I'll be using at the time. I will sit and listen whilst in a state of what you would call meditation, and the lyrics will come to me. I feel the words. Nice. That's largely how both Mozart and I believe Bach and Beethoven uh, said that they actually received their music. I believe with Mozart, um, he received it fully intact. He just listened and wrote it down. It sounds like the noise itself, if that makes any sense at all. It does. Poor man says, thanks, brother. Still got to get my work in today, be a light one. Yeah, I guess recovery. Sniper says, Skits, what do you do to wear yourself out, exercise wise, physically? So I mentioned that, hey, Share Bear, how are you? Nice to see you. I mentioned this before about the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the founder of Transcendental Meditation. This was back in the 70s, and he wanted to buy a university, which he did. Our friend Poor Man's Gym is very familiar with this because it's not too far from him. And this is before Transcendental Meditation really hit its stride, and he became an extremely wealthy man. I like the Maharishi. I haven't met him, but I have met people who have met him. I have met his students. I have been actually taught to be a meditation teacher by one of his students. So I have a lot of respect for him, but I do have, I don't know, extreme wealth for a yogi. It all depends on what you do with it. He did do a lot of good. Anyway, he was asked, where are you going to get the money to buy a university? And he laughed. He was called the Giggling Yogi. And he said, from wherever it is now. And I love that answer. So whenever I think about that, when I sit down to write, where are the words going to come from? From wherever they are now. Hey, Joe. Just says Master Yogi. How are you, my friend? I was watching Joe get some Navy SEALs in today. Brad says, I've been to China, but not near where the bubble wrap was made. It probably smells like fossil fuel and molded plastic, but I'm going to imagine it smells like ginger. I think that's safer. Sure says, good, how are you? Hope everyone is doing great. Doing good, Share Bear. Thank you. T is in the background. It says, Squirrel, I try to do exercise as much as I can. I have a weight bench, but my mind is rather active. So I take mirtazapine. Did I say that right? Probably not. You still get out on your bike skits? Yeah, since hearing the Maharishi say that, and especially since reading Stephen Pressfield's The War of Art and what he talked about writing every day, I really have not had writer's block, which I used to suffer from quite a bit in the 90s. I wanted to be a writer, could never think of anything to write about. Or I'd go on this long creative streak, just writing and writing and writing, and then burn out. And I couldn't write for weeks or months, sometimes maybe even up to a year. I wouldn't write anything. If you want to be an artist, perform your art every day, no exceptions, zero exceptions. Sometimes we're tempted to take a day off. I'm not going to write today. Write every day. If you want to be a writer shows up and writes every day. Remember, you're courting the muse. Brad says, laughing at squirrel, I've never smelled a panda pill. I would have to imagine what that smelled like to imagine what bubble wrap air smells like. Seems like a lot of work. Let me get caught up here. Sniper says to Brad, and panda poo. Hulk says, just finished the session. Big finish, 101 reps. Plus, you got 10 one pumps, he said. Skid says, I use that too, poor man. But the mirtazapine helps with my depression. Hey, Sweating and Smiling, how are you? Michael says, although I did confuse on the public bathroom sign because they both were in. Oops, I'm sorry, I missed the comment. I haven't been to China, but been to Seoul, South Korea, where my middle nephew was born. It's not like a normal city. Although I did confuse on the public bathroom signs because they're both in pantsuits. Waited for a guy to go in where I would know which was which. Smart move. It's Panda Phil. Let's see. Semper says gets inspirational insights come through at the moment of balance between mental and physical rest. Danny's saying hi to everyone. How are you, Danny? Time to send some love to Skits. Hey, Dan, how are you? Yogi, hope everything is good around there. And hello, my friend. How are you, Dan? Hey, Dan, you do any do you do any ice fishing? It says, okay, squirrel. I want to test that. For me, early in the morning after I meditate, and then being out in nature. I mentioned before that if you are out in nature, especially in the morning when it's silent, but it doesn't have to be that way to also get the benefits. Just for me, I prefer the silence. I prefer the early morning. In Sanskrit, it's called Brahma Muhurta, the hours of God, because this is when hey, David, this is when the imagined space between us and God, Brahma, meaning God, formlessness, the absolute, is at its thinnest. We can step right there. We can communicate. Jane Roberts, who communicated the Seth material back in the 70s, early 80s, said we all receive a wake up call from God between the hours of 3 and 6 a.m. But we generally hit the God snooze alarm button. We look at the clock and say, God, it's 3:15. Can you get back to me? Maybe 8:30ish. And then, of course, we missed the moment. Hey, Danny. Danny the Singer Manny is here. How are you, my friend? This is Sandra. I hope you're well, my friend. Let's see. Catch up here on the chat. Sorry, guys. Hey, Italian Bushcraft is here. You are modded up, my friend. I wanted to make sure I did that last night. David says, Skits tired but good. And how are you? Simon says, Skits, you play chess or backgammon? I know our friend Dan does. I don't know about backgammon. Danny says, I'm good, Yogi. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Danny, how about you? Do you do any ice fishing? Thank you, Odom. We just were dropped a jewel, 2 jewels, very kindly by Odom. Michael says, hey, Italian Bushcraft. Man, what an awesome channel. Hope you guys are connected. See, everyone is saying hi. Skip says, don't worry about it, David. You will get some well-deserved rest soon, brother. I'm sure I'm well. Thank you. Hey, Jamie. Jamie, how are you? You had a big session today. Runner Boy says, if you toast your bread, do you bread your toast? No. Because it's always bread. Runner Boy thought he was going to have me with that one. He was going to bring his Zen cone to the table. David says, Skits, thanks. Glad to hear it. Skits says, ever try to play chess at Squirrel? No, I worry I will be terrible at it. Well, you will when you start. We're terrible, almost always terrible at everything when we first start. That's half the fun. Tanya says, hey, Runner, did you do a longer loop? Jamie says, hey, the sniper. All right. Runner Boy says, thank you, Odom. Runner Boy didn't say that. I said that. It was all right, but I find that after 1 hour, the views go way down during the first hour. It's 8 to 16 views, and then down to 2 to 5. But that still is 2 to 5 on there watching. You know, don't worry about the views. Worry about watch hours. If only one person is watching, they're adding watch hours to you. Later on, when you monetize, start worrying about views. Right now, even if one person is watching your channel, Runner Boy, and if they watch it 3 hours, that's 3 hours of watch time. Dan says, speaking chess, I played Bodyweight Beast. He beat me. Yeah, I remember. Have you guys had a rematch? Sepa says, hey to Odom. Skit says, Scroll, yeah. I play a game called Wrecked. It's a diving game on an Xbox. I would like to start playing more games that are intellectually stimulating and not mind-numbing. What's 2002? Runner Boy. Uncle says, we are. I met them last week. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I missed from Dan. Most likely I'll go live next ice fishing trip I make after I get done with this long week at work. I try. You know what? Sorry, I missed your first comment. Every day is a good day when I wake up. You're gonna be a lot happier without this freezing. Me too. Cold blizzard crap outside. I do ice fish, and Skeeter has to tell me to go live on the ice. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Thanks to Bob, I've recently become a fan. I don't know why, of watching someone sit in a tent on a frozen lake and ice fish. I've yet to see anyone catch anything. Doesn't matter. Michael says, Hey, Dan, thank you so much, my friend. Dan says, let's go, Yogi, for always having good positive vibes and thoughts. Thank you so much, my friend. Hugely kind gesture. Man, I didn't realize I was so far behind in the chat. As always. Very, very much appreciated. Jamie says, Yogi, I'm good. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing good, Jamie. Runner boy, did your numbers dropped? All right, I promise I'm gonna catch up. Odom says, Yogi, it's fried eggs, really fried chicken. I hadn't thought of that. Technically, yes. Well, no. Technically, no. No, I'm confused. Odom, that might be the next poll that I put up. What do you guys think? Odom has a question. Is fried eggs really fried chicken? One of us says, but if you spread the toast, do you bread the spread? No. Because the bread is the one consistency, the one essential that never changes. Tanya says, oh, there you go. Yeah, I was worried about that. 2202. Had me concerned there. Hey, Tandra, how are your hours? All right, Runner Boy has less than 800. If anyone wants to do a playlist for Runner Boy. And what about you guys? What's going on with your channels? And what can we do to help you out? It says, Scroll, I have a Rubik's Cube. Over a year or so, I haven't completed it. I will try to learn it again, though. Hey, reach out to Runner Boy. One of the first lives, I think the very first live stream I ever saw Runner Boy do was doing a Rubik's Cube. Let's see. Dan says, oops. When I go live, you'll see a whole bunch of good fishing getting caught. Fish on. Nice. Looking forward to that. I've never ice fished. I walked around my pond a couple times today, a couple different times, and it was frozen over. And it made me wonder, because I grew up here, how come I never tried ice fishing? I easily could have. And back then, it definitely would have been something I was interested in. Hey, G Mama, how are you? Hey, you guys connected with Italian Bushcraft? Hey, damn, I think you would especially really love Italian Bushcraft's channel. Yeah, Runner Boy is really good at it. Skid says, no, how RB? Took me a year and I still haven't completed it. Yeah, he does it like it's nothing. 2105 for Tandra with 5 days held. So I think we're in that 700 mark, 700 and something, or maybe low 800s. We have, what do we have? 9 days until the end of the month. Michael says, my cousin used to cheat at the Rubik's Cube, but taking the stickers off, so it's easier to move. There's no satisfaction in that. Tony says, I'm running the Grand National with a runner. Yeah, it's neck and neck. Who's it going to be, guys? Connor's gonna pass me up soon. She might. As we mentioned before, she is a worker. Italian says, thank you very much, my friend Eric. Absolutely. Love what you're doing. Man, all of you, the outdoor community, the fishing community, absolutely awesome. Bumblebee says, or T says, Bumble, yes, I'm in the zone to get hit by the storm. Hope you guys are warm and safe. Boy says, I'm just happy how many views my main videos are getting. They've been doing really well. Nice. That'll come in handy when you're monetized for sure. T says, UK due to have a very bad storm, 100-mile per hour predicted. Worse than that storm. Well, when is that supposed to hit? Kind of says, runner, giddy up. Wow, 300 views is awesome. Odom says, that's sound I sang for you, Yogi, at Trust in God. I put up on a TikTok machine, and on YouTube really got 20 views. Oh, YouTube got over $2,000 on the TikTok machine, and almost 1,000 likes. Wow, that's huge. People have mentioned several times me doing some breathwork videos on TikTok. Seems like it worked awful hard to get established on YouTube. Not that I'm established, but I'm monetized now. I'm always afraid to divert my energy. It's like I always liken it the same with meditation, that when you find a meditation that you resonate with, stick with it. Otherwise, it is like trying to dig for water, digging a well. And you dig a little bit here, a couple inches, and you say no water. You dig a little bit over here, you say no water, and you just keep going. You never dig deep enough to get the benefits of meditation. I'm always afraid that I will step aside from YouTube before, not that I'm going to hit it big, not that I'm looking to hit it big, but steadiness. That's what I'm striving for. Hey, Buddha. Nice to see you, my friend. Oh, supplement. I forgot. Thank you. Thank you, T. T is reminding me for my sleep supplement. It is a little bit of melatonin and L-theanine, which is a amino acid found in green tea. How are you, Buddha? G Mama, how are you? Tanja says, runner, it's all good. Just joking, you are doing well. More loops, longer 2 hours. I agree. Just keep doing it. Don't worry about the views. Just keep doing it over and over and over and get those watch hours. Get it taken care of, because I got to be honest with you, runner boy. It's ridiculous that you're not monetized. I mentioned before, you're the most precise trainee out there. You know exactly what you're doing in the gym. I seldom ever see you make a mistake. You got some of the best voiceovers on your videos of anyone out there. Supplement time. Danny says, waving at Buddha. Michael says, Eric, if you download the video clip I sent you, it'll either appear on your phone or a computer, wherever you have videos. I learned that while transferring stuff over to my phone. All right, nice. I'm going to do it on my desktop right after the live stream. Let's see. T says, Buddha Namaste. Sniper says, Bumblebee T, took myself back to hermit bed this morning, but I snapped out of it this evening. Hey, Sniper, are you in that storm's path that they were talking about? Wonderboy says, Anita Tandra, I'll do a 6-hour one tomorrow, I promise. He says, Squirrel, well done for turning it around. Loved your video Saturday. Wonderboy says he has an arm wrestling video to post tomorrow as well. Nice. Yeah, you said they do well for you. Zephyr says I have another this Saturday. I made a poll on what I should carve beforehand. Hey, that would be cool. Wonderboy says, Squirrel, carve Yogi. Man, I don't think any log, any tree deserves that kind of treatment. Sorry, guys, my screen just blanked out on my desktop, so I can't read comments for just a minute or just a second. There we go. Squirrel, you can do an Eiffel Tower or a Statue of Liberty. Just kidding. Michael says, get ready for laughs. I'm looking forward to it, Michael. Hey, don't forget, Michael has a premiere coming up Friday morning, 10 o'clock his time, which is Central, right? Wonderboy says, Yogi, go look at my channel and read the views on my last week of videos and see how well they're doing. I can do that. All right, I'm on Run the Boys channel. And we are on videos. Road to 20 strict pull-ups. His PR of 17, 456 views on a video. That's really good. 969 for his arm wrestling. 328 for deadlift. 259 for pull-ups and squats. Man, yeah, your arm wrestling videos are killing it. 1.1K views. Man, Runner Boy, let's get you monetized, man. Because the long-form content, that is what Toy Pups talks about, residual income. You know, that's the stuff that'll keep making you a bit of money. Well done. That's why I stopped doing my live stream workouts, because I thought with the kettlebells, it might be better to do it as long form content, because I don't do a whole lot of long form content. Michael says 9 a.m. my time. Gotcha. So yeah, 10 a.m. my time. Buddha says, I'm good in the background. Thanks for hanging out, Buddha. Hulk says, I want to get into arm wrestling. I think I'd be good at it. Yeah, I imagine you would be. I always wondered, I never looked into it, what type of training for arm wrestling, because you can't arm wrestle a lot as part of your training, because it's actually it's a pretty high intensity. It would wear you out. Maybe Runner Boy knows a bit about that. Runner Boy says, that's what I mean, Yogi. I think the arm wrestling videos are pushing my other ones up. So, you know what? Not to step on any toes here, but I've been thinking about this for a while. No joke. I've been thinking about changing the name of my channel to Jesse Yogi doing arm wrestling videos in my basement. What do you guys think of that? I'm not copying anyone. I've been thinking about, before I even met Runner Boy, I was thinking Jesse Yogi making arm wrestling videos in his basement. You let me know if you guys let me know if you think that's a good idea. Cypher says, I was thinking more like a stack of books or a moon staring. Man, I love books, but Sniper, that moon staring hair sounds awesome. So can you carve a tree? You can carve a tree in a tree. T says, squirrel, that would be cool. Skit says, carve a baby cow. You can carve a bowl of mushy peas. For the life of me, I'll never understand why people mush them. Just eat a darn pea, man. All right, sorry to bring that up. This is a mushy pea free conversation from this point on. I don't care what Skits brings up. Michael says, I just started my local time, so I'm assuming that's how YouTube works. It does. Joe says, I want to get an arm wrestling group. I read that. Yeah, I think he'd be excellent at it. But it is a brutal sport. David says, Runner Boy, I've carved the Christmas tree from oak. Nice. Sorry, I'm behind, guys. Joe says, Runner Boy, I need to talk to you about that. Michael says, although I have no idea how he would make wood mushy. That's a good point. Hey, Toy Pups. Toy Pups, I just mentioned you. I just mentioned you. Actually, I think I mentioned you a couple times. Runner Boy says, Yogi, I don't like gravy. How evil am I? That's pretty evil. Gravy's like everyone. You can even make vegan gravy. Everyone loves gravy. Hey, Selma. T says, mushy peas for lazy eaters. I agree. Let's see. Skits says, hey, I'm waiting for a mushy pea song, Skits. You got a lyric for mushy peas? I was going to make you a promise that if you did a song with a mushy pea lyrics in it, I would actually do a live stream taking a spoonful of mushy peas. And then I thought about it and I thought, you know what? I wouldn't be able to do it. So scratch that. That ain't going to happen, guys. Selma is here, says Mom is here. Everyone's saying hi. Runner Boy says, Cool Hawk, go find a local arm wrestling club and do arm wrestling lifts 3 times a week. Not too hard, lightweight to start. What is an arm wrestling lift? Toy Pops is saying hi to everyone. And says, hey, Pookie Bear Selma. All right. Hawk says, thanks for the advice, Runner Boy. Appreciate that. Man, it really is an underrated, brutal sport. Selma is at her boyfriend Harrison's house. Runner Boy says, Hawk, I just subbed to you. Nice, guys. Let's see. Toy Pup says, not wearing my glasses, guys. Love this chat. Runner Boy says, Yogi, it's hard to explain with typing. You need to watch a video. I'll look it up, Runner Boy. Michael says, hey to Toy Pups. MVP says, so Yogi, hey, MVP, how are you? Hey, Rebecca. John's here. Skit says, okay, I have to eat Reynolds for a week. If you know, I can't do it, Skits. I couldn't even finish that sentence, let alone actually eat a mushy. Maybe, and this is a big maybe, maybe I could eat one. I don't even think I could eat it. I might be able to like put it in my mouth and take a chug of water and quickly swallow it. Maybe. Even that's an if. Selma says, I'm starting the prank very soon. Good luck with the prank, Selma. All right. Time to send some love to Selma. MVP says, No one questions how good all the natural like fruits and berries. One question. How are you good at the naturals like fruits and berries? I am very good every day, particularly blueberries. But yeah, I could do. I love blackberries. Actually, I love all berries, nuts and um, nuts and berries. I'm going to say the magic word here and see if we can lure Odom out of the background if he's still here. Figs, dates and figs. Joe's going to hit the shower. Hey, I hope you have a local arm wrestling club by you, Joe. Yeah, I eat a ton of fruits, MVP. At least 2 apples a day. I probably have about 7 bananas a day. Um, in season, I'll do peaches, nectarines. I don't do a lot of citrus fruit. Not because I don't like it. I don't know why. I just haven't bought lately. Stepper says, John Brooke, please now. Hey, Austin. Austin, how you been? Skid says blueberries are my favorite fruit. Yeah, I love blueberries. I have 1 or 2 servings every day. T says, John, stop spamming. Tanya says, hi, MVP. Runner Boy says, John's going to make me crash out. Michael says, John, please don't spam the chat, buddy. Sweating and smiling together. It says, think of peas as blueberries. You know what? I might be able to think of peas as blueberries, but once you mush them up, like I don't know if I particularly want to eat mushed blueberries. I've mentioned this before. I'm perfectly capable of mushing my own stuff up. I was given a ready-made mushing machine. How you been, Austin? Rebecca says I have an Army cadet navigation and expedition camp this weekend. Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sort of adventurous, I should say. Sometimes you're having fun when you're not having fun. Some of my most miserable camping trips ever, backpacking trips ever, races have been absolutely miserable, but you have a blast all the way through anyway. You can't do, I've done a decade, little over a decade of ultra running. You can't go into an ultra without knowing you're not going to suffer. But once you accept it, and it's the same with life, it's not so bad. The philosopher mystic Gurdjieff, he was Turkish and Russian and Turkish, I believe. Could be wrong about that. Called it voluntary suffering, embracing. Who else said embracing your fate? I forget. Whatever it might be. Nietzsche, I think. Embracing your fate. I believe it was. Let's see. Toy Pup says Songho got me addicted to true crime again. All it takes is that little step in, Toy Pups. Hey, Stuart. Good workout. I was in the background. Danny says hi to everyone. Rebecca says hi to Danny. Stuart says, anyway, I'm off to bed. Early start in the morning. Have a good night's sleep, Stuart. And again, excellent job today. Danny says, Rebecca, hi. Hey, Easy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Easy. What's next? You got any other interviews lined up? Hey, Do not let it get you down because that's part of the process. Hey, Joshua. Joshua Streams is here. Selma will be back. Rebecca says hi to Bumblebee. So if I miss a comment as I skim through the highs, let me know. Shout it out to me, please. Hey, Debs. Debs, how are you? Debs, have you looked at any of the Yoga Nidra videos? MVP says hi, Bumbles. Runner Boy says gooseberries are my favorite fruit. Pick them wild. Gooseberries are good. Blueberries, blackberries, probably my two favorite. I think Odom either had to go back to work or he hopped offline because I said date or I said figs, and I did not get a comment. Michael says if you like gooseberries, you'd probably like muscadine. I haven't heard of those. Boy says gooseberries, they're also really big. Do you guys like grapes? I know a lot of people don't like grapes because of the texture of them. Texture can be really important to a lot of people with what they're eating. We got some love from Toy Pups. MVP says around St. Louis in the spring, we get mulberries, raspberries, lots of acorns, and walnuts. Hey, MVP, do you do anything with the acorns? Milka collected them for a while, and she was going to try to. What's the chemical ingredient in acorns that can make it sort of unpalatable, but you can get rid of it? I forget what it's called. Dip says not yet. Dennis grocery store cooking up stuff like a caterer. 0-degree weather. Yeah, it's cold. I hope the trip to the dentist went well. Danny's waving at Joshua. MVP says summertime, it's apples, crab apples, and peaches. Hey, do you do anything with crab apples? We used to have a lot of wild crab apples here. Michael says they're wild grapes, Yogi, and you make wine out of it. Oh, nice. One says I don't think I can gooseberry. Buy them in the shops. You can make a gooseberry wine, Runner Boy. Toy Pup says we love you, Rebecca. Candy floss grapes. I never heard of candy floss grapes. You see, Runner Boy says, no, I don't like grapes. Feel like I'm hiding a balloon. That's what I mean. A lot of people don't like the texture. Doesn't bother me. However, the texture of just thinking about mushy peas, the textureless texture. Give me something with actual texture to it. Let me take the texture out of it myself. Don't hand me a plate of something and say, here, I took the liberty of taking all the texture out of it for you. Why would I want that? Give me my texture back, guys. Michael says out of it. Stuart says hi to Debs. MVP says crab apples are great for apple pie and apple cobbler. I hadn't thought of that. I guess because they add some tartness to it. Deb says muscadine wine was my fave when I could get it. Hey, Debs, you ever had elderberry wine? And you could probably guess why I'm asking you that and why I'm asking you specifically that. We'll see if you can guess. Rebecca says, Yogi, what's your favorite exercise? That's a good question. I like pull-ups and dips a lot. but I'm gonna go. I think my standard. I used to be really good at squats. I used to be really good at deadlifts. I was a lousy bench presser. However, I did bench over 300 pounds. Um, Way back in the day, I was heavier. Kettlebell clean and jerks, long cycle. That's what I'm training for competition wise. I spent a little over a decade training for competitive kettlebells, and that clean and jerk is the most brutal, the least amount of fun, and my favorite. Evan says, "You ever get anxiety?" Yes, I do, and I got it really bad for about a year. And I'm happy to talk about it because it actually caused some other issues as well. Rebecca says, "Thank you, Toy Pups." Stuart says, "Hey, Skits, my brother. I will phone you tomorrow." Hey, the amazing Amanda here. How are you, my friend? Let me bring up your channel for a second. Pies for crab apples. Yummy. I've never had that. We would pick them when we were kids, but only so we could throw them at each other. Tells you pretty much what kind of kid that I was. 26 subscribers. Hey, guys. The amazing Amanda is truly, truly amazing. And she has a wonderful channel. She hopes to get to 50 subscribers so she can do some live streaming. She has a lot. She has a house just for animals. Imagine that. Hey, Toy Pups, Amanda is your kind of people. So, yeah, Evan, if you ever want to hear me talk about my anxiety and what I did, how it splintered out into other aspects of my life, and then what I did to, um, I'm trying to think of the right word. I did not cure anxiety. I sat with anxiety. I loved myself through anxiety. Amanda says elderberries are good for the kidneys. I didn't know that. Nice. I know they're good for coughs as well. Skid says, "Okay, Stuart, brother, it will be nice to catch up. I hope you and Wendy are both well." T says, "Muscadet wine is very nice, but very sweet." Deb says, "I grew 4 elderberry trees in a greenhouse into winter here, and when a storm blew it away, but got a ton of those berries. Great for health immune system." Yep, I have heard that. Toy Pups drops a link. And Stuart says, "Hey to Nikki." Hey, Nikki. I didn't see you come in. I apologize. Nikki Lee says MVP. Stuart said, "Hey to Nikki." Nikki says, "Hey, Yogi." Yogi, hey. If you guys would like to subscribe to Nikki, she's now our moderator, guys. The amazing Amanda says, "Thank you." Toy Pups has subbed. Uh, Arsenic. Tomo can be careful with acorns, they contain arsenic. They do. There's a way of getting it out. And the natives on the west coast of America, um, specifically California, had a way of treating them. She was trying to look that up. Toy Pups drops another link. Thank you. He says, "Toy Pups, how are you?" Let's see. Deb says, "Yogi, drop those people's links in the chat when you can. So they are there for replays." Um, Unfortunately, on my desktop, if I drop the link, if I drop anyone's link, it comes back to my channel. So I can't do it. But Toy Pups is very gratefully doing it. I appreciate that, Toy Pups. Skid says anxiety basically rules my whole life. So Skits, let's do a dedicated breathing program. 3 times a day, therapeutically as needed. Let's do some somatic work as well. Everything that I've been offering here has been somatic motion, somatic holding to ease anxiety, to feel at home in your mind, to feel at home within your body. And we basically do that every night. One boy says, I have an elderberry berry tree in my garden. I remove the fruit because it's poisonous to dogs. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Amanda says, I'm a natural health freak. So I know a lot of foods, what they're good for. I had 3 brain tumors, fought them with grape seeds. Wow. Way to go, Amanda. When I used to work in the supplement industry, grapeseed extract was a very big seller back in the day. Toy Pup says, Bumbles, we love you. Toy Pup says, Bumbles, I'm blind. I'm relying on Yogi. Man, that's putting a lot of pressure on me. Rebecca says, this community is very nice and supportive. I love it. Well, thank you. We love having you. And Rebecca, welcome to the moderator. There's no pressure being a moderator. You do not have to like mod. You don't have to do anything other than connect to the people that you resonate with and allow people to connect with you and help your channel. That's it. Toy Pup says, or I'm sorry, T says, Toy Pup has said hello 3 times. Sorry, T, that's my fault because I've been skipping hellos. Toy Pup says she doesn't have her glasses on, and I've been skipping hellos just to try to keep up with the chat. So that one's on me, T. I apologize. Rebecca says, thanks, Toy Pup. So I appreciate that. I think I read. T says, Skits, I am agoraphobic. 3 years, I don't have it now. Michael says, I think you have to cook or steam it out, but I'm not 100% on it. Let me bring Rebecca up again. Just refresh her page. 30 subscribers. Awesome, guys. We will get you to 50. Nikki says, thank you, Yogi. Now I sub up. Nice, Nikki. And you're welcome, my friend. Rebecca says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, my friend. Skid says, I have an away tea. I hate going out during the day. It overwhelms me. I only really go out to the shop at night, and I'm glad I don't have it now. Runner Boy says, hope the link works. What do we got there, Runner Boy? Oh, signature. Be happy one, and thank to God. This is thanks to God. He's been up for a while. I had him up and playing earlier. Let me leave another comment. Thank you, Runner Boy. Signature is a great channel. I hope you guys reach out. This is the link that Runner Boy just dropped. One second, guys. Appreciate that. Gave me a chance to stop in and say hi. Help out with the algorithms. So our friend, the amazing Amanda, has a beautiful channel. She has a mission, and any way we could support her, help her grow her channel, I'd really appreciate it as well. If you're here, if you have a channel, let us know what we can do to help you. You need watch hours, I'll add you to the list. Right now, we got Tundra, Runner Boy, Food from Afar, Daisy May, at the top of the list. Going to start giving body weight. Body weight beast. Going to start giving him some watch hours too. Deb says we're going to make some soy candles. Nice. Oh, Debs. The reason why I mentioned elderberry wine was do you remember the Elton John song? Elderberry wine? It was not a very good song. I do like Elton John. I like old Elton John, of course. Post 1980. I drew the line after Philadelphia Freedom. I don't think I heard anything I enjoyed afterwards. But man, for a stretch of time in the 70s, Elton John was king. Skid says, oops, I read that. Runaway says, do not steam it out until the acorn has fully shut closed. Thanks, Runaway. We'll pass that on to Mocha. Nick and Lee is all subbed up. Nice. I appreciate that. Dip says, had it on top chat, so hello to anyone I missed. T says, Debs, yes, I didn't even have therapy for it. Discovered I kicked the ass of agoraphobia when I didn't panic attack in hospital. Some days I feel inco outside, but no continuous panic attacks. Nice, T. Tanya says, must be because I'm on a phone. Yeah, because it went to signature for me. Hey, Debs, if you ever want to share your, send me a photo of your soy candles. I'll post them on my community page. Sefa says, to T, did you know the burning laurel tree released cyanide, which gives off aromatic smell of almonds? I heard that it gave off the smell of almonds, and that it actually could taste like almonds too. Michael says, I have a couple of shorts up for Mysteries Untold, but they're not doing so well. So I think if it isn't premiere, I'm going to go straight to uploads. Hey, but it takes a little time for the shorts to catch on. And it's always up and down. You know what? I will occasionally have YouTube shorts that hit 6,000, 7,000 views. I average between 4 and 8, 4 and 6. And then all of a sudden, I'm back down to like barely getting out of the teens. Who knows? I have no idea why. I've gotten to the point I post the stuff that I love to post. It would be great to go viral. It would be great to have some workouts go up. You just do what you do and let go of the results. That's the message from the Bhagavad Gita, the counsel that Arjunan gave, or that Krishna gave Arjunan, that you are entitled to your actions, but not the fruit of your actions. Do what you do, turn the results over to God. Do what you do, turn the results over to the universe. And do what you do because you love it. Not out of a sense of duty, but out of a sense of pure love. So if you are on YouTube, if you want to be successful, you know what the easiest way to be successful is? Love what you're doing. Love what you're doing. Would you be doing what you do on YouTube right now if you were told you wouldn't make a single cent? To me, the answer would be yes. Absolutely, I would. I might need to get a job. I might do this less, but I would still be doing it. Sorry, guys, I missed some comments. One always says, Yogi, that's what I think. I'm not 100% sure. So Runner Boy gives me a tip to take poison out of acorns and says, but I might not be sure. It might not work. You'll be the first to find out. Thank you for that tip, Runner Boy. I will definitely be the first to find out. Rebecca says, amazing, Amanda. It's up to you. Good work. Yep, excellent work. All of you guys. Just give me 1 second, please. Hey, did you guys know that Rebecca is running 1,000 miles for charity? How amazing is that? Amanda says, subscribe to you, Rebecca. Excellent connection, guys. You two are both amazingly inspired people. And I love the fact that both of you have channels and you're doing things out of service for other people, for other living beings. You guys give me great hope for the future. You know what I mean? If you guys are what are going to be leading the world in the next 10, 20, 30 years, I don't necessarily know if I'll be around in 30 years. However, I have no worries. Thank you for that, guys. Sniper says Lorbeer oil is used in Middle Eastern cultures for skin and hair problems such as acne, dry skin, eczema, rashes, psoriasis, fungi infection, and arthritis. I haven't heard about laurelberry. Rebecca's just subbed to New York Debs. T says apple seeds apparently have arsenic or cyanide in them, but NutriBullet, you're advised to not blitz them. Huh. Deb says, I remember the song Brown Dirt Cowboy. Best ever, then Candles in the Wind. Levon is excellent. You know what? His album, Madman Across the Water, is on my list of Desert Island albums. If I had to pick 5 that I could listen to over and over, Madman Across the Water, which, by the way, the title track, Madman Across the Water, is an excellent song. Let's see. Amanda says, Bumblebee, got the food. Yummy. Thank you guys for connecting with each other. Deb says, I would definitely go do that, Yogi. Maybe my dog. Dog treats. That would be awesome. Got to wait till warmer to make a ship. This weather will break in February, I hope. I hope so too. February gives me hope because you have spring-like days in winter. March can break your heart because you can have very winter-like days in spring. I'd much rather have spring-like days. Hey, Debs, when the weather gets warm, could I purchase some New York Debs dog treats for Mocha's puppy Misty? It would be an honor to feed Misty a New York Debs treat. Hey, Marie. Marie says, hey, Yogi, just stopped by. Tonight, can't stay. See you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. It's our good friend, Marie. Sniper says, the tea, from one thing comes many. The tree has toxins and antioxidants, or antitoxins. The alchemy is the way to use bad and extract what's good from it. Yep. Deb says, Bumblebee. Yep, and all the money people spend on it. He says, let's see. Rebecca says, thank you. I really appreciate it. She just subscribed to you, Michael. That's awesome because Michael is getting very close to that magical 500. Oh man, Michael's only 3 away. Amazing. Hey Amanda, are you subscribed to Michael? Is there anyone here maybe has an alt account or two that is not doubly, triply, quadruply? I don't know what comes after quadruply. That could sub 3 more subs for Michael. And let's see where Amanda is at. 32 subscribers, 18 away. Way to go, guys. Thank you so much. Amanda says, that's awesome, Rebecca. Deb says, Bumblebee, yep. All the money, just read that. Rebecca says, thank you. I really appreciate it. He says, Squirrel Sniper, if you swing the tree hard, it'll put me to sleep. Still struggling. He says, Debs, does it help water infections? Deb says, it's all about service and community and unity in 2025. Absolutely. 100%. Sorry, guys. I'm way behind. Hey, Skeeter. Hey, Skeeter. Are you still here? I know I fell behind in the chat. Skeeter says, tomorrow, anything is possible, and myself be ice fishing. We will both be live. I'll be there for both of you guys. Skeeter, I tagged you in a post on the members channel. I made the mobility, neck, shoulders, and back for you and Mrs. Skeeter. It's on my members channel. I hope you find it helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Deb says, oh, make you some, Yogi, training treat size, cheese. It's peanut butter or Parmesan cheese. Peanut butter. She is crazy about peanut butter. One of them says, I hope you're doing well, Skeeter. T says, Debs, I hate taking antibiotics. Michael says, I do this because it's something I'm good at, because it's just my way of showing my passion for storytelling to anybody who wants to listen about ghost stories based on claims. Skeeter is here. Sorry I missed you when you came in, Skeeter. So far behind in the chat. And then I go to get caught up in the chat. And of course, that just makes me fall behind in the chat. We're going to wrap things up in just a few minutes. Yep, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, Skeeter. Who was talking to Dan? Dan says, hey to Uncle Skeeter. Who was talking to Dan about ice fishing? Poor man says, funny, after doing a big routine with burpees, I think my back is just as sore as shoulders. I can see that. I think especially with the vest on. Dip says you get hundreds per pound and don't charge much. Free for you, just pay shipping. You help me so much. But thank you so much, Debs. I am happy to pay though, because this is your thing, you know? It's a way for me to show my appreciation for you. One way says, drops Mike. Full YouTube name, I'll fix this, Yogi. What do you mean, Runner Boy? There is. Oh, okay. I got you. T says, drops the link. Skeeter says, Dan's brother, what up? Quintuply, I think. Quintuply? That sounds right. I knew it had a quint somewhere in it. So Runner Boy is on the job. Hey, Michael Burkeen, welcome to the 500 Club, my friend. 501. Thank you, guys. Michael says, thanks, guys. Absolutely. Now let's start working those watch hours, my friend. Let's see. Dan says legs too. Whole body is sore. Yeah, no doubt. It was a big routine. You know, hey, poor man, you ever follow Busy Dad? I think you and I talked about him before. He swears you just need burpees and 10 pull-ups a day. And if you see how he's built, it obviously works for him. Of course, he used to be a power lifter. Stephen says 501 now, Michael. He says, well done, Michael 500. Michael 500. I like the sound of that. Dan says, want to do a live with Jace next month. Want him to try and crush me. So that's what all the hard training is now. Training for Jace. You know what they say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Here's the truth. You guys are both the man. Here's the thing, though, with Jace. He does a lot of odd movements. By odd, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean not the traditional stuff. If you watch his squats with the twisting, a lot of core work, not the stuff that you get in a regular routine. I think he could be really good at burpees. I think you could do holy grails and shot collars. I think you could do Pelican Bay and be in great cardio shape. But because of the odd angles, he could be tough to keep up with. Rebecca says, nice one, Michael. Great work. Rebecca and Amanda, that will be you guys soon. Dan says, fishing is the only religion that never let me down. Yet. Yeah, it clears your mind yet. You don't think about nothing else besides come on fish. Where are you at? We talked about this the other day, Dan. I really think that fishing is its own form of meditation. Talked about this with Brad before. Talked about this with Bob before. Talked about this with Stuart before. For one, being out in nature, and I talk about this often, the fractal patterns of nature that are found in a blade of grass, in a cloud, in a tree limb, in a leaf, self-replicating patterns. Immediately, just being out there, you don't have to do anything, puts your mind in an alpha wave state. So you immediately begin to quiet down. You immediately begin to enter a light state of meditation. Then the soft but repetitive motion of fishing, and of course, until you catch something. But even then, you have just the right amount of adrenaline, and then you go back to baseline. One way says, okay, Mike, I'll unsub then. Michael says, thanks, guys. You didn't have to do that, but I'm very grateful. Oh, but we did have to do that. And here's why we had to do it. Because as Deb said, 2025 is all about community, service, community, and unity.
Hello.
Hello. You are just in time. Do you know why?
I'm at my boyfriend's house.
You are.
Yeah.
Does he want to come on and say hi?
Yeah.
He can wave if he wants. Just come on in and wave.
Yeah. He he said hi.
Okay. Hey, Harrison, we hear a lot about you, my friend.
Yeah, he he's a pretty nice man.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. He should be a nice man because he's with a nice person, and that would be you, Selma.
Yeah, we said we're gonna have a kiss.
Wow.
We're
Runner
gonna
Boy, just
kiss.
give me 1 second, Selma. Runner Boy says, Yogi told me I got a strike in his channel. Yeah, I heard that.
Wonderful, that is not my name.
Hey, Angie. Angie says, say Eric in chat. How are you, Angie? So we're going to wrap things up in just a bit. T says, hi, Harrison. Don't forget, I'm a bee with a stinger in my bum. I thought you
He
might like
heard
that,
that.
Selma.
He heard that.
Sniper says, Jace has the physical look, muscle-wise, as Bruce Lee. Yeah, you're right about that, Sniper. What do you think of that? Stinger in her bum.
It's funny.
Let me ask you a question, Selma. Do you really think she has a stinger in her bum?
Yes.
You do. You hear that, T?
She's a bee.
Angie says, I'm good. Hope you're all having a great week. Thank you, Angie. So far, it's been an awesome week. Sniper says, everyone avoid. That's Bruce Lee. Squirrel is 5'10". Sniper is about an inch taller than me.
Guess what I'm eating?
You are
I'm
eating
the strawberry yogurt.
nice. I was gonna guess an entire apple pie with vanilla ice cream on top and a cherry at the very top of that.
I usually like vanilla ice cream.
I like vanilla ice cream too. Hey, Brian. Brian says I'm 5'8".
I don't know
And
how to.
Marie is back. Marie drops a link. Hey, Selma, did you hear the good news?
Yeah.
Michael got 501 subs.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty
Michael,
impressive.
congratulations, Michael.
Well deserved for our friend Michael.
Haskets.
Our friend, let's see, Jeremy and Charles Cruise Adventures is here. Hello, my friends. Guys.
Do you know what I have?
Yep, wait 1 second before you use it. Let me say hi to Jeremy and Cheryl. They have a wonderful channel.
Amanda.
Jeremy and Cheryl have an amazing channel. They will give you all the information that you know or you need to know about cruising, going on a cruise, getting ready for a cruise. If you don't take cruises, go anyway and hang out with them. You might get inspired to go on a cruise. But it's just fun. They're fun to hang out with. That's the important thing. Welcome, my friends.
Hi, Amanda.
You met Amanda this morning, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we are going to wrap things up in just a minute. Does Harrison like hearing you sing?
Yeah.
Good. Do you feel like singing a song?
Yeah.
What do you feel like singing?
I was gonna do one of Puppy Mummy's favorite songs.
What song is that?
Kush Kush Hota Hey.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I almost. Let me read Michael's comment. Having a fire warming up this ancient white oak over here. Nice, Brian. Brian, I hope you're well, my friend. All right, let's hear it.
Okay. तुम बसरे yo mostraré जो मैंने जाने क्या लिखा है सोते हैं तो करवाए कुछ कुछ होता है जो करवाए कुछ कुछ होता है तुम बस रहे यो मुस्कुराए क्या मैंने जाने क्या सपना लिखा है अमने अमने आते मैंने सोचा है जो तनवाए कुछ कुछ होता है जो तनवाए कुछ कुछ होता है
We get a bell for Selma. Very lovely, my friend. I hope Toy Pups had a chance to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, our friend Marie says, guys, I might sound super crazy. I'm quitting my main channel. I'm replacing it due to hate, etc. No one knows about this, but someone is hating on my channel and subs. I'm sorry about that, Marie. No one should hate on your channel. Well, you got our support. Whatever you decide to do, you have our support. Doesn't she, Selma?
Yes. Thank you, Amanda.
Yep, Amanda
You're
says thank you
welcome.
for the song.
You're
He says,
welcome.
Runner Boy, no, it got wheels, but not those arm thingies. Deb says, chat's moving so fast, I got lost. She says, hey, Selma. Deb says, hi to you.
Hi, Debs.
Brian says, yay, yay. And he says, thank you, Selma.
You're welcome.
Your singing, especially to close the evening down, has become a tradition, a trademark for Selma.
Yeah.
So, guys, I'm going to close things down. It's time for me to go to bed. If you're around at 5 in the morning, I'll be here. If you're not, I will be back at 1. So, thank you for hanging out with me. Very much appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And would you like to say goodbye to everyone for me?
Yeah. You can say good night and he loves you guys. And God bless you.
Absolutely. I do love you guys, and God bless you. I will be back. Thank you. Good night, Rebecca. Good night, Amanda. Congratulations to Michael, 501 subscribers on the road to monetizing. Deb says, take a night meds, Yogi. I did. Thank you, Debs.
And here's for one. And here's for Michael. Dun 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 dun.
Well, thank you for that, Selma. Well deserved. Brian says, good night, Yogi the Ish. Thank you, Brian, my good friend. Brian, the inspiration for what might be a new book. We'll see. Yep, you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you. It's good to thank for the stream, Eric brother. Good night, everyone. Much love to you all. Much love to you, Skits. Looking forward to the song. One of says, Yogi, I wish you luck and all the seek to come. Thank you, Runner Boy.
It's where
Here it comes, guys. Here it comes. That sums it up nicely, guys. That's all we need to say. I don't think we have anything to say. We can add to that. All right. Brian says, wow. I think that sums it up. Wow. All right. So, everyone, good night. I will see you tomorrow for sure if you're around. Selma, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Rebecca says bye, gives us 100. And Harrison, have a good night, my friend.
He said good night.
Thank you. I will see everyone tomorrow. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.